All right, let's talk about the trading on Friday morning here at NFP, and I'm going to just voice over it. So what I'm doing is I'm outlining what for me would be the ideal trade setup. Now, of course, that can vary based upon the structure as things develop. But before the market opens, I'm outlining my two trades. Where would my short be? Where would my long be? Now, that long is down 130 points from where price currently is. But I'm mapping out where are the big brushstroke trades I would be interested in because I expect very large candles today. And we certainly got really large candles today. In fact, I had to change the setting for my large candles from 15 to 25 points. So putting my magnet there, that's where I expect price to go. That's where I believe price is going to be attracted to go. That is where I believe the bulls are going to exist. I put the eyeballs there to tell the group that is where I'm looking for price to go. If it gives me an opportunity to get short up there where I have the arrow, I will be looking to get short. And so the market is opening here and we are talking things out. So yep, if it gets up into there, I am interested in a short, and that's what I was outlining. I do believe price is going to be attracted to go further down, and there is the red candles you see. Those are 25-point candles. Here we're discussing whether or not you should short the opening or not. It is often a great trade to trade the opening based upon who controls. If you would have taken that short and were willing to take the heat, that turned out to be a very good trade, working its way towards our magnet. So as we're getting towards the overnight low here, we're discussing, okay, maybe all it wants to do is take the overnight low. We're going to look for evidence of laddering back. Doesn't mean it's going to happen. I'm not really looking to get into a trade off the overnight low. I really feel we need to go down to where how I mapped out that trade, down to the eyeballs, down to the magnet, and then ladder back up and give us an opportunity to get long. As you can see, Powell was scheduled to speak about an hour from now. So I was excited to see price push down towards the opening here. And what do you do while this is happening? No big deal. I missed the short. I did not take the opening short. I wasn't ready to do that. Even though I felt price was going to be attracted to go to the magnet, I didn't feel it was a trade location. I wanted to take a short. So you hang out, you wait, and you wait. Map out your trade at your levels that you feel is going to work well. Then you can drop in time frames and use our core strategy system to actually get entries. Okay, we find framing our entries based off our strong levels and some high time frame levels work really well. Then we drop in time frames, as you will see when the entry comes up, and we look for our entry. That's how I recommend trading. That's how I try to lead the group on Zoom every morning on the ES chart. Now, that doesn't mean we're all trading ES. Most of us trade MES. Some of my traders all trade ES. It depends on your appetite for risk and what type of account you have, okay? So if you're trading a small prop account, you would want to be really careful here today because we were entering the area where you shouldn't be trading with a prop account because they'll say you violated your rule. It's within 2% of being a 7% down move. So that is something to be mindful of here. So I wanted to just slow down this part here because this is a lot of waiting. You're waiting and you're waiting. There's nothing to do right here. I can't go short here. I can't go long here. It makes trading simple. There's nothing to do other than have conversations, check out other charts. We were marking high time frame levels on AMD and Tesla and all these other stock choices. We were doing that in between what you're seeing here. I removed all of that so this could be a little faster. Now, I told the group that as we're coming into this level, I want to see some 25-point candles coming into the level. I had a limit order long setting just in front of this level, as you can see. Price is hitting a bit of a fever pitch here, going into the top of the hour, 10 minutes before the top of the hour, and it comes in, and I was wanting it to get me in, and it missed me. But this is where the big bounce I was expecting to happen happened. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. It missed me by, I think, 3 points, somewhere in there. So very large candle to the north. I'm like, cool. This is it, guys. This is our trade. We got to get on board here. And I'm looking at where I predicted price will bounce, where it's going to bounce. And now I've speeded up the video for the sake of time. I expected price to get within these lines and bounce, but I didn't want to miss the trade because I just didn't want to miss the trade. I feel like price was going to fail at that line, pull back in, and I wanted to be long. So because it missed my first entry, I was going to go a little larger, and I decided to dial it back down. And I went, I got to get in here. This is where I need to get in. This is the move. This is the reversal. This is where we trade the best in the group, in my humble opinion. And boom, there it goes. Now, I wish I would have had at least 3 contracts, because what I would have done is take one off, take another one off, and use one of those winners to finance my runner. So if I would have taken one off at a plus 10, 10 points in the profit, I would have moved my final runner to minus 10. But I didn't have that luxury here. So I am watching price for it to try to build some structure that I can stay behind, okay? I'm already in the profit. There's no way for this to be a loser. So there's no stress. Only thing now is to be patient and wait. I didn't want price to get below that line, is what I told the group. We do not want price to get below that line and press to a new high, going towards that strong level and VWAP right above. Now, of course, I'm hoping it's going to break the strong level. It's going to break the VWAP and go, 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 giving me another entry like you see the arrow there. I had it breaking that strong level, retesting the strong level and going up. Is that going to happen? I don't know. But if it does, I'm adding on to my trade. That's where I would want to add on. If I was hoping it got me into the first contract at the initial bounce, then I would have entered another contract where I just did. And then I would add one more contract above the strong level. This thing has already went up 100 points from my eyeballs. This is where we're expecting price to fail. And we're talking about that if you are long and you're looking for an ideal exit, right there's an ideal exit. Okay, but I want to see if that's going to happen, what I just outlined. So I'm debating, where do I put my stop? So I'm kind of playing with that here, massaging the level, figuring is there any structure? It's very, very, very thin. There's not a whole lot of options. And then finally I make the decision of, okay, I don't want price to get below this particular level. And I put my stop behind it and said, if it gets me out, that's it. I'm done. Take your winner, be content, walk from the chart, and enjoy the rest of your weekend.